What exactly is the impact of bot traffic on businesses? For example, how can your marketing analytics be skewed by fraudulent traffic, resulting in incorrect analysis and subsequently poor marketing strategy decisions?
My name is Tim Pfeiffer. I'm one of the co-founders of fraud0. We are a bot detection company here in Munich, and we help advertisers pretty much with three things. So we help them to detect fraudulent traffic in their online marketing, and secondly, we help them exclude all this fake traffic, in their major platforms like Facebook and Google Ads and Bing and LinkedIn. And thirdly, we help clean marketing relevant stats. By filtering out bot traffic in marketing statistics.
So some of you already know us, I assume. We're one of the leaders in the space of content management as Usercentrics. We are now installed with over 700,000 websites and apps, which gives us the transparency around what's happening with the privacy of the users. Europe was kind of the first mover here with GDPR. But now all the other legislation starting to follow. So the first one was CCPA in California. Then we saw LGBT in Brazil or APPI in Japan, basically following that route of consent being important for the user's rights. But we can also see some companies optimizing the consent rate in a still transparent way. But it's a balance between the user rights and the company interests. And that balance needs to be always given, but it's no problem if you kind of use usability, for example, to optimize the consent rate. And our aim is to have valid analytics around. So we want to know how high is the human interaction rate and the human consent rate. And we also want to make sure, obvious, that the bots or any invalid traffic is blocked if it's not a good bot, for example, if it's not a technology that is needed, like search engine bots and all of that. So that's why we do a cooperation here with fraud0. And again, I think there is some great value in this cooperation.
The internet is full of bots. So in fact, more than half of global internet traffic is already generated by bots. So what bots are, we'll get to in a minute, but already up front, bots are very, very good at repetitive tasks. Most people that are being caught for schemes like this are generally being prosecuted for things like, wire fraud and the illegal movement of money. But the actual act of committing ad fraud and defrauding an advertiser is not a crime. When you see 100% bounce rate, 0 seconds on site, investigate it first. Again, very, very common sense, but you can see that in your own analytics. So using fraud detection software like ours is sort of a point of a competitive advantage. So if you as an advertiser get to a point where you cut out fraud in your campaigns and your budgets are being sort of most efficiently utilized and your competitors aren't doing that, obviously you are in a better position to capture more of that good traffic and get more revenue and get better business outcomes and more sales. So how do we do that? We run a Java tag on your site. You can implement the tag within 5 minutes. So it's pretty much copy and paste of a few lines of code, just like installing Google Analytics. The nice thing about fraud detection is it's one of the few exceptions for legitimate interest in the GDPR. So we can fire our tag without the consent of the user. So using our software and the tag on your site, you can see what portion of the traffic that is coming to your site is actually valid and what portion is invalid traffic. So I pause here and then turn it back to Jessica, and then we'll open it up for questions.